Every religion of the world has been named either after its founder or after the community or nation in which it was born. For instance, Christianity takes its name from its prophet Jesus Christ, Buddhism from its founder Gautama Buddha. The same is true for all other religions except Islam, which enjoys the unique distinction of having no such association with any particular person or people or country, nor is it the product of any human mind. It is a universal religion, and its objective is to create and cultivate in man the quality and attitude of Islam. Islam, in fact, is an attributive title. Anyone who possesses this attribute, whatever race, community, country, or group he belongs to, is a Muslim. According to the Quran, the holy book of Muslims, among every people and in all ages, there have been good and righteous people who possess this attribute, and all of them were and are Muslims. Now let us see what Islam means. Islam is an Arabic word. It means submission, surrender, and obedience. As a religion, Islam stands for complete submission and obedience to Allah. Everyone can see that we live in an orderly universe where everything is assigned in a grand scheme. The moon, the stars, and all the heavenly bodies are knit together in a magnificent system. They follow unalterable laws and make not even the slightest deviation from their ordained courses. This powerful, all-pervasive law which governs all that comprises the universe, from the tiniest specks of dust to the magnificent galaxies of the heavens, is law of God, the creator and the ruler of universe. As the whole of the creation obeys the law of God, the whole universe therefore literally follows the religion of Islam. For Islam signifies nothing but obedience and submission to Allah, the Lord of the universe. The sun, the moon, the earth, and all other heavenly bodies are thus Muslims. So are the air, water, heat, stones, trees, and animals. Everything in the universe is Muslim, for it obeys God by submission to His laws. Even a man who refuses to believe in God, offers his worship to someone other than Allah, has necessarily to be a Muslim as far as his existence is concerned. For his entire life, from embryonic stage to death, every tissue of his muscles and every limb of his body follows a course prescribed by God's law. His very tongue, which on account of his ignorance advocates the denial of God or professes multiple deities, is in its very nature Muslim. His head, which he wantonly boasts to others beside Allah, is born Muslim. His heart, which through his lack of true knowledge cherishes love and reverence for other, is a Muslim by intuition. These are all obedient to divine law, and their functions and movements are governed by injunctions of that law alone. Let us now examine the situation from a different angle. Man is so constituted that there are two distinct spheres of his activity. One is the sphere in which he finds himself totally regulated by the divine law. Like other creatures, he is completely caught in the grip of physical laws of nature and is bound to follow them. But there is another sphere of his activity. He has been endowed with reason and intellect. He has power to think and form judgments, to choose and to reject, to approve and to spurn. He is free to adopt whatever course of life he likes. He can embrace any faith and live by any ideology he likes. He may prepare his own code of conduct or accept one formulated by others. Unlike other creatures, He has been given freedom of thought, choice, and action. In short, man has been bestowed with free will. Both these aspects coexist side by side in man's life. In the first, he, like all other creatures, is born Muslim, invariably obeying the injunctions of God, and is bound to remain one. As far as second aspect is concerned, he is free to become or not to become a Muslim. It is the way a person exercises this freedom which divides mankind into two groups, believers and non-believers. An individual who chooses to acknowledge his creator, accepts him as his real master, honestly submits to his laws and injunctions, and follows the code, he has achieved completeness in his Islam by consciously deciding to obey God in the domain in which he has endowed with freedom of choice. He is a perfect Muslim. His submission of his entire self to the will of Allah is Islam and nothing but Islam. He has now consciously submitted to him whom he had already been unconsciously obeying. He has now willingly offered obedience to the master whom he already owed obedience to involuntarily. His knowledge is now real, for he has acknowledged the being who endowed him with the power to learn and know. Now his reason and judgment are set on an even keel, for he has rightly decided to obey the being who bestowed upon him the faculty of thinking and judging. His tongue is also truthful, for it expresses its belief in the Lord who gave it the faculty of speech. Now the whole of his existence is an embodiment of truth, for in all spheres of life he voluntarily as well as involuntarily obeys the laws of one God, the Lord of universe. Now he is at peace with the whole universe, for he worships him whom the whole universe worships. Such a man is God's vicegerent on earth. The whole world is for him and he is for God.